Pisces, 2026 is the year where reality finally meets intuition. This is not a year of escape, quiet endurance, or waiting for life to decide for you. This is the year where your sensitivity is no longer something you survive with, but something you build with. What begins now gives form to dreams, visions, and emotional truths that have lived inside you for years, waiting for the right structure to hold them. From the very beginning of the year, a massive energetic shift takes place. At the end of January, Neptune, your ruling planet, leaves your sign after many years and enters Aries. Shortly after, Saturn follows. This is profound. The long chapter of spiritual dissolution, emotional fog, and identity fluidity finally comes to an end. The weight you have been carrying, often without words or recognition, begins to lift. For years, you have been asked to feel everything, hold everything, and exist without clear definition. In 2026, that changes. Neptune's departure brings clarity, but also exposure. You may feel relieved, lighter, and more present, yet also vulnerable without the familiar haze that once softened reality. The focus shifts away from who you are becoming and toward how you support yourself, materially and emotionally. You are no longer allowed to drift on intuition alone. You are asked to translate it into value. When Saturn follows Neptune into Aries in February, this message becomes unavoidable. Financial responsibility increases. Questions around income, spending, self-worth, and boundaries rise to the surface. Saturn does not punish, it teaches through structure. You are asked to define what you deserve, what you give, and what you accept. This is the year you learn that compassion does not require self-erasure, and kindness does not mean instability. You begin building security consciously, slowly, intentionally. For Pisces, this is empowering. You are discovering that grounding does not dull your sensitivity, it protects it. As this foundational shift unfolds, the eclipse cycle begins in February with an annular solar eclipse in Aquarius, activating your inner world. This is a quiet eclipse working behind the scenes. A psychological chapter closes. Old fears, emotional habits, unconscious attachments, and lingering griefs surface so they can be released. You may feel the need to withdraw, rest, or reflect deeply. This ending does not require explanation or announcement. It is internal. Something you have carried silently for a long time finally loosens its grip. This eclipse prepares you for a fresh beginning that does not yet need to be visible to anyone else. In early March, a total lunar eclipse in Virgo shifts attention to your relationships. Partnerships reach a moment of truth. A bond may deepen, change its form, or complete its cycle. You gain clarity around balance, effort, and reciprocity. For Pisces, this is an important lesson. Love cannot be sustained by empathy alone. It must be mutual, grounded, and supported by clear boundaries. You begin choosing connection based on emotional honesty rather than obligation or idealization. As spring unfolds, momentum shifts again by the end of April, when Uranus enters Gemini. Your home life and emotional foundations begin to change in unexpected ways. You may move, alter your living situation, or radically redefine what home means to you. Emotionally, you crave authenticity and freedom within your private world. Uranus breaks patterns rooted in the past. Family dynamics shift. Old emotional conditioning loosens. You are pushed to create a living environment that reflects who you are now, not who you had to be before. By mid-year, Jupiter enters Leo and brings growth into your daily life. Work improves, routines become more supportive, opportunities appear to strengthen your health, productivity, and sense of purpose. Jupiter encourages you to care for your body with the same compassion you give to others. Joy is found in consistency, not overextension. For Pisces, this is grounding in the best way. You begin to feel stronger physically, more capable mentally, and more present in your everyday reality. Life becomes something you can manage, not something that overwhelms you. In August, the energy intensifies with a total solar eclipse in Leo, resetting your work and health sector. A new chapter begins around habits, responsibilities, and employment. You may change jobs, restructure your schedule, or commit seriously to a healthier lifestyle.
This eclipse reminds you that your energy is your most valuable resource. How you use it determines everything else. Toward the end of August, a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces closes the eclipse cycle in your sign. This is one of the most personal moments of the year. Your identity, emotional expression, and self-image reach a turning point. You release an old version of yourself that was shaped by confusion, sacrifice, or emotional overload. You step into greater emotional honesty. You stop carrying who you were. You begin inhabiting who you are now. By the end of 2026, Pisces, you are no longer floating between worlds. You are grounded, clearer, and stronger in your sense of worth. Saturn and Neptune have left your sign, and with them goes the weight of undefined identity. This year taught you that sensitivity is not weakness when it is supported by structure. When intuition meets responsibility, you finally build a life that can truly hold you.